All right. Ah, there we go. I was wondering, like, what happened to my video? Why is my video not working? Because OBS. Okay, here we go. This is session 56 of Mask of Nyarlathotep. You guys are coming towards the end game. You have dealt with various cults and ritual sites and mythos creatures and deities across the world, and you are now back in Shanghai, your final destination, as it were. Hoping to figure out what exactly they're up to and what you can do to stop it. You do know that the cult activity is centered on a place called Grey Dragon Island, off the coast of Shanghai. You have gone out to investigate it. Booked a little sightseeing excursion with some less than reputable sailors who didn't ask any questions. Not even that they didn't ask too many questions. They didn't ask any questions. They're just like, "You're paying us, let's go." You found out that most of your contacts in Shanghai have gone to the wind. There's no sign of Jack Brady. You don't have any connection with the Chinese rebellion, the Chinese revolutionaries. Your contact with them was through Jack primarily. You did stop in at the Dancing Tiger Saloon and left a message with Fergus to try to get in touch with Captain Taro of the Japanese Navy, hoping that something comes of this. On your excursion to the island, you did discover that it is an active volcano, and it's kind of surrounded by reefs with one primary entrance. You're pretty sure there's another secondary entrance that you might be able to get a small boat through. I've left the map of the area up here on Foundry in case you guys want to like discuss plans and stuff. There are watchtowers on the island that overlook the primary entrance, which might be a concern if you try to bring in larger boats. The island itself, there is a little dock with a pathway that leads up the mountains and to the volcano itself. You did spot a small village, so that it's obviously at least somewhat inhabited. There is what it might be a secondary landing around the north side of the island. And you luckily spotted what looked like some of those fish people that attacked you. I think it was back in Australia, actually. Kind of diving beneath the waters, but not giving you any. They didn't harass you or anything. They didn't seem to notice your boat since you were moving by silently. You've made your way back to Shanghai proper, and there is a message that Captain Taro would like to meet with you. And other than that, we'll turn it over to you guys.
Well,
How is that Taro fella?
Um, he's pretty good at his job, if I remember well. From
he's
what you hear.
fine.
I wait for the but. Like he's fine, but
Um, I'm not sure how much of this sort of thing he knows about.
wasn't he like the the guy from the King's Rifle?
Yeah, I think he's supposed to be from the secret society too.
Yeah, he's from that secret society, I think.
Maybe.
From my
Well,
notes, I
well,
guess.
if not, we're gonna drive him insane. So I mean,
Hopefully he is.
It's been a while, and things were a bit chaotic while we were here.
when are things not chaotic though?
Um, Yeah, that's a good point.
I think he said he was faking being drunk last time he was following you around.
He was. He faked being drunk for a bit. But we know each other now, so
You
things
can
will
just expect that
hopefully
he's
be.
pretty good at acting.
So
I don't.
how do we make contact?
We'll go to the bar.
That is my kind of contact.
Well, um, yeah, like I said, he's fine.
Do we have any other options?
I mean, right now I feel like we have less than any option.
I mean, I know someone else here who was involved in cultish things. Uh, but
Yeah, I was waiting for the but.
it's been quite some time since we've been here. Let me think. 'Cause this was before we went to Kenya. Let me take a look through my notes and I'll see what I wrote in my journal to try to keep things organized. And Evelyn will. We were at the hotel again, weren't we?
Yes.
Okay. She'll start rifling through her book as her player goes back through her notes. Because we haven't been here since last July.
It has been a little while since you guys have been in Shanghai.
Been a little while. Yeah. Lin Yen Yu is a scholar and collector of culty things. And I believe she had I think we had met with her.
You did. She hired.
Oh, she was an enemy of Ho Fang.
Yep. She wanted you guys to
Her
find Brady and the
guards
scroll.
her guards had daggers with ornate lions' heads on them. Why does that sound really familiar? Didn't we
Did
run
the
into
guy
someone?
we eluded a bunch of guy recently? I don't
You,
remember if they have.
Alvin did clock that you guys were being watched and the people had knives, but you guys thought that they might have lion-headed knives, and it turns out they did not.
Oh, okay.
So we're fooled by her people. Followed, yes, but not by her.
The last time we were here, we were also being spied on. And there was a Mr. Moo who translated a scroll for us, but I don't know if he's still alive.
From what you told us, I think he went dark. Like once he had
Ah,
finished his translation, he disappeared and left town.
I don't remember. After we got the translation from him and hid with him for a few minutes, I don't remember what happened to him after that. In the chaos of the assault on Hofang. But Lin Yan, you might be someone that we can check with. But we'll see what Captain Terra has to say.
Yeah, let's start with the guy the group didn't actually not deliver on promises.
And there's a newspaper editor here that I think is still alive, named Anthony Chang. We might. I don't know if he'd have any useful information for us or not. I'm quite certain he would not be able to get us people to help with the chanting.
Hmm.
But Musain was the translator, and hopefully he's still alive. Let me keep looking through my notes.
Was his hiding place compromised? Because if the cultists don't know that he was living there, we could go check on him without alerting them. But if they have a suspicion about the place, it might not be the best place to go because they might be watching it.
Oh, he was quite paranoid and had his front door booby trapped the last time we visited.
Take note.
So yes, he's cautious. More than just cautious, he's rightfully paranoid.
He knows the kind of bullshit we're dealing with.
Yes. Well, like I said, he does work as a translator. So he's read some things.
Yeah, he knows.
He does. But Captain Asogi Taro is with the Japanese Imperial Navy. And he seems fairly upright. But there were quite a few conflicts happening the last time we were here, and it was a bit.
Think he had a brush with the other group that might have been helpful to us. So that would make at that time our position a bit more ambiguous. But
We had some close encounters with things here. So it's a bit scattered even in my notes. Lin Yan Yu, though, definitely knows more than she pretends. And she was looking for the 7 cryptical books of Hassan, which was sealed with an elder sign. So dangerous, for certain.
Everybody here is
And she
dangerous.
knew. Huh. She knew the other names of Nyarlathotep. The bloated woman and what else? Father of bats and all of the others. I'm not sure. She was quite specific when she said she wasn't a follower of the bloated woman. But I don't think we found out who she is associated with, if she's associated with anyone. I doubt she's just a scholar and a collector of antiquities. And she knew more about us than we were comfortable with. Things about me, Miles, Jack.
so she might be useful, but it's gonna be uphill battle to make her cooperate.
Mm. Well, she was looking for that scroll. She wanted to pay us $5,000 to find it for her.
How are we doing time-wise?
Uh, it's November something.
With
Uh,
the
it is mid-October because of the
Okay.
gate that Miles opened saved you guys literally months of time.
Oh, my note from our last game says it's November 15th.
Oh, maybe it is November then. Maybe I forgot to change the date on my calendar.
we're still a few months in advance. If we had taken the boat, we would have come over too late.
2 months. Ish. Two months and a handful of days. Which means the sooner we can get this underway, the better. Chris, did he didn't say when he was going to meet us, right?
No, he just said that he would meet you at the Dancing Tiger.
Make contact through Ferguson. Okay. And what time of day is it, Chris? And just to confirm, it is November 15th?
Yep,
Or
and it
ish.
is quarter to 2 in the afternoon.
Okay. So we might want to get some rest and then go to the bar at 6 or 7, maybe.
Yeah, sounds like a plan. I need a shower.
Time for a shower, a nap, food, caffeine of some kind.
All of the above.
At the
All of
same
the
time.
above. I'd prefer not at the same time.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna nap and take a coffee at the same time.
I
could shower in a nap, or I could shower in a coffee. But nap and coffee is hard.
I'm a little concerned about drowning in the bath, so I don't think that would be a good idea.
Our aim would be that death after all we've been through.
What a
Honestly,
glorious
it's the
way to
most
go.
peaceful thing. It's the most peaceful thing I think I can hope for at this point.
All right, so you guys are just relaxing for the afternoon and then heading to the Stumbling Tiger in the evening.
Yep.
Basically.
Perfect. Yeah, you guys easily have a shower, some hot food, some coffee, get a bit of a nap in. Nothing kills you in your sleep.
Yay.
Yet.
Not yet.
This time.
Well, we're not sleeping yet. Well, we slept. We haven't gone
Well,
practice.
I'm having a bath and a nap. And
I'm sure
then
you're not
my tea.
having any dreams of watery creatures in the depths waiting for you.
I'm not sleeping in the bathtub, I guarantee you that.
Not intentionally.
Not intentionally. Stranger things have happened. Much, much stranger things.
But yeah, around 6 o'clock or so, you guys can make your way to the Stumbling Tiger. Anybody who wants to can give me a spot hidden roll.
My horrible rolling from Origins continues.
Last night, I did not succeed at. I did not do a single point of damage last night in Pathfinder.
I mean, last
So,
night Chris had
I feel ya.
Anita dice.
I rolled pretty well in Pirate Morgue, but in Morkborg, oh, I could not roll anything to save my life. I'm surprised my first character lasted as long as he did, because it's a low hit point game, and we had two characters. I'm like, how am I surviving just by not rolling at all?
But yeah, as you guys make your way to the Stumbling Tiger, Evelyn and Gary and Eugene, you guys all notice that you are being followed.
Evelyn will link an arm with Eugene and then an arm with Gary. Gents,
Yes,
it's
we are.
just me. All right. She'll kind of lean toward Gary a bit. Have I told you today you're my favorite?
You know many Garys?
Uh, no, actually. You might be the only one.
I'll still take it as a win.
Do you see any daggers on them?
If I check, it's gonna be obvious. So
That's true. If we're lucky, it's one of Captain Taro's people.
if we're
And
not,
if
we're gonna know soon enough.
probably yes.
We probably don't want to lead them to Mr. Taro if that's not their people, but
So we'll try to move like tourists and
I'll
lose
I'll
them.
I'll make sign to Miles so he knows even if he didn't see.
All right. If you guys would like to try to lose them, whoever has the lowest stealth skill can give me a roll.
28. I'm too pretty to be stealthy.
My stealth is
20.
20 because I'm too ugly
35.
to be stealthy. So you
I
got the best stealth.
used to be too lame to be stealthy, and now apparently I'm just not in the habit.
I mean, I'm huge and my face is from a horror movie, so I'm easy to spot.
Pretty sure Miles is probably higher in stealth.
Think
I
right now.
am 35.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's our best one.
So it's one of you two guys.
Yep.
Roll under 20.
Yeah, whoever is the lowest.
Oh, you have a much better chance than I do.
I'll try rolling.
Your dice luck has got to be better than mine.
Oh,
Or
no.
maybe not.
I mean, I didn't crit fail, so I
Because at least it wasn't a crit.
It's true. It wasn't in the 90s.
So yeah, so realizing that you're being followed and not sure who exactly might be following you, like try to give them the slip. You know, you go down an alley here, duck through a crowd here, go through a marketplace there. You don't manage to lose them. They don't take any aggressive action at any point, largely because you guys are mostly staying to the open, just in case, I imagine.
Yep.
But you don't manage to lose them. They are still following you.
How many have you spotted?
3.
3.
Are they
Do you
all
want
male, female, all Asian?
They
I
are.
imagine so.
All 3 of them are male, but you haven't gotten a good enough view to identify any sort of ethnicity.
I don't think we're
Something uniformish or common, like, I don't know, a bandana, a shirt, signify maybe, a group.
Not that anybody noticed.
So do we want to split up?
Or do we confront them?
I mean, we could stop and take a look at them, see if we can get a better look at them.
Yeah.
Confront them
in a public place?
in
Yeah.
a public place.
Alvin would say no, but I'd say yes.
Did any of you notice if they were openly armed?
Not that I could see.
That doesn't mean squat, you know it though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I did say openly armed.
Yes, definitely. Doesn't seem like it.
We were trying not to be obvious about the fact that we saw them.
But
Oh,
since we're not losing them, I think the next option is being obvious about the fact that we spotted them.
Be confrontational. Well, let's
Be American.
Let's
Oh.
try the New York way.
Oh dear.
It worked once.
Stopping in the middle of the street.
The middle of the street is probably our best bet, yes.
And I turn around to face our opponents. And I point at them.
I'm gonna try to get a good look at them, see if their arm or still any symbols or anything. Now that we're being obvious.
All right. You guys can give me spot hidden rolls.
It's a reverse. It's the reverse of the first time.
Come on, Gary. You gonna break the streak? Oh no, Gary didn't. Never mind.
Yep, we did exactly the opposite
Wow.
of the first.
That's
Miles
Where'd they
was
go?
prepared.
Now I'm alert. Now I see what's going on here.
Oh, those guys.
Oh, those gentlemen. Now yes, now I see.
Dice, you're so weird.
It tells a story.
All right. So yes, Miles, they are armed. And as you guys kind of stop and turn and look at them and point them out, instead of like fleeing or disappearing into the crowd, they they actually charge at you, drawing sickles.
So they're cultists.
I don't think I've seen anyone draw sickles. Huh.
It's a new one.
For your collection.
Can I get a weapon?
Oof. Interestingly, the cultists are faster than you guys.
Ah! That can't be good.
I suddenly regret my idea.
They're just sickles. It's fine.
And we're plants, aren't we?
It's going to be just like a new circumcision. It'll be fine, I'm sure.
I've never had one, and I'd rather not.
It's not that
Well,
bad.
this is exactly this is old
How
hat
would
for
you
Gary.
know? Wait, no, you would know.
Gary does know. That's why this would be old hat for him.
All right.
It doesn't sound pleasant.
So they do charge at you, but it does take their action to draw their sickles. Which will
I'm
then
tempted to do
bring us
the
to
Indiana Jones thing and just shoot them while they move with their sickles. But I'm not sure that using a firearm in the middle of the street is that good of an idea.
We saw people get shot in the streets in Shanghai. It happens. It might bring trouble, but it happens.
Yep.
Well, I've got, I believe, what is a ritualist knife from one of the cultists in these adventures, so I'm just going to pull that out.
Yeah, I got that magic knife from the good doctor too.
Okay. So yeah, so it does take your action to basically draw your weapon out, since you guys.
And just
I'm
step in front of Evelyn.
Okay.
I'm not gonna draw a weapon. I'm gonna try to sucker punch one of those guys.
Okay.
Just trying to finish one, so we press our numeral advantage.
Okay. So Gary draws a knife and steps in front of Evelyn. Miles draws his knife. You can still move if you like, Miles. I'm not going to bother with a tactical map, but like if you want to take a couple steps back or forward or whatever, that's fine.
I'll go forward since they're going forward.
Okay.
Meet them head on.
All right. Eugene, you're going to punch a guy?
Yep.
Perfect.
I said I wouldn't carry a weapon because of what happened last time I had a weapon.
Yep.
But, Still got my big mitts.
Last time you punched someone, it still killed almost.
Yep.
How would I know?
The big mitts are a problem, I know, but I just cannot put them away.
Perfect. So if you target the guy that you want to hit, just like in Pathfinder.
Oh yeah, they're there. They're under the sheet. Where am I? I'm here. So I'm gonna target a guy. Oh yeah. I'm getting better at Foundry after I don't know how many years now.
I was going to say, how do you zoom so that you can actually like narrow down to pick a cult?
It's the wheel on the mouse, I think.
Yep. And if you, I can't remember if you're using a mouse or trackpad, but you can also use like the plus and minus keys on your keyboard.
Oh, okay. I'm not using a mouse currently, so I'll have to use the plus and minus thing.
57 is a hit.
I'm not sure exactly how to do whatever I need to do after that.
Yep. So on your character sheet, if you go to the combat tab,
Oh, combat tab. Okay.
and then your unarmed damage. There you go. And then just perfect. Right, so yeah, he runs up. Eugene just like punches him in the face as he runs up. He staggers back a little bit, like smiles. You do notice as he smiles, he has no tongue.
No question, eh?
Evelyn.
Yeah, good question. I don't think I've ever established if Evelyn still keeps her cane with her.
I don't know.
And I know she doesn't have a knife.
Oh, why don't you give me a luck? Give me a luck roll.
Her only gun is a bit big for this kind of thing. A what roll? A luck roll?
Yep.
God.
Nope. No cane.
um. I will try to disarm anyone who comes too close to me, since Gary's between me and them.
Okay. Right. That'll take us to the cultists. One cultist is going to try to attack Miles with his sickle. Oof, but he will fail. Miles, you can elect to fight back if you like.
Okay, what's it again to target? Something plus T?
Yep, just mouse over and hit T. And then in the Foundry chat, you should see a little chat card with one of the options should be fighting back. Basically, if you do better than he did, then you will get to inflict your damage. Right. Both sides failed.
Oh, damn it, it was a 41 and then it became a 61.
The computer is cheating.
This cultist is going to try to slice Eugene.
Sorry, just quickly, Chris, was that something that I could have rolled luck on or no?
You could have.
Okay.
Not. It's
Because
not.
it immediately said both side fail, so that's why I was curious.
Yeah. Yeah, usually, basically fighting back is just a way to kind of speed up combat, because if they fail and you succeed, then you get to do damage when it's not your turn.
Okay.
This guy is going to try to slice Eugene, but not successfully. Eugene, you can dodge or fight back if you like.
Yeah, better at fighting back than dodging.
Ooh, there you go.
Hard success.
He's
That
not.
was a lot of dice for 4 damage.
Yeah,
I don't know why it rolled the damage.
because I had a hard success.
No,
So-
yeah, I don't know what, because it only actually rolled a d3 and a d6. I don't know why it threw extra dice on the screen.
Yeah,
Computer's cheating.
Maybe. Oh, that guy. Ooh, that guy is actually going to slice Gary. Gary, you can elect to fight back or dodge. Oh, he is going to slice Gary open.
No!
Oof. That's going to be a con check from Gary to remain conscious.
Well, Gary got aggressive.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Gary got aggressive. He's reaping what he sows.
Yeah.
no, those are the guy reaping. They have the sight.
So he like just lashes out this sickle, and just like you see like this thin red line appear across like Gary's torso, and then the blood just starts pouring out of it.
I'm falling like an anime character.
Yeah. Gary's turn. Gary is unconscious. Miles.
Okay, which one sliced Gary?
Cultist 3.
Okay, well, it looks like I've got Cultist 1 right up in my grill, so I think I targeted him success. Oh, did I? Yeah, I think I targeted him. Do I have to target him all the time, each time?
No, it'll stay until you target somebody else.
Okay, I will. Oh, in the combat, I go to the brawl thing, not the weapon, correct?
No, if you click on the weapon, that's the thing, yeah. Like on the
Oh,
combat tab, click on the weapon.
Yeah, I did. Did it roll? Because I didn't see any dice.
No,
Oh,
basically you have to decide whether you.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay, I see. Okay, I clicked the fighting thing there, not on my character sheet.
Yeah, it's like a two-step process.
Yeah.
Cultists will not respond.
I'm sorry, guys. We're gonna die from cultists.
I mean, everything
maybe.
we encounter might kill us. I made my peace that this game is trying to kill us all the time.
Yeah.
You know what? Can I spend luck? Screw it.
Yeah, you can.
I don't see the option in the tab, so that's why I wasn't sure.
Yeah, you can spend 20 luck if you want.
Yeah, I'm just not sure where do I spend it. Do I just do it manually or
I can get it for you.
okay? Because I don't see the option, like you would. Okay, thank you.
There you go. And then in the Foundry chat, you should see a roll damage.
I see cultist takes 1d8 plus d8.
Yeah. Do you see
Plus
the? Just click where it says roll damage.
I don't see a roll damage here. Oh, there it is now. It just showed up.
Oh, I was gonna say I got it.
That's okay. I'll take your roll. It literally just showed up. It took a moment.
Oh, you cut him deep. He is majorly wounded, but he is still on his feet. Eugene.
I need to finish that so I can give a hand with cultist number 3. So
I'll be right back.
I'm gonna try to brawl again. Unarm.
It's ridiculous because I'm not bad at brawling. It's just I'm freaking unlucky.
Hard
Okay,
success.
that is a hit.
Very.
It's a 6.
Okay, that is enough. That. Oh, he's unconscious too. So yeah, so you see Gary drop. You see Miles cut the cultist he's fighting. The cultist up in your face. Kind of lunges. You like drop him in like the solar plexus. He goes down.
Can I don't know how action work exactly, but can I try to use a move to step over Gary to protect him from the other one after I knock this one out?
Yep. Basically, you get one move and one action.
Yeah, I'm gonna step over Gary so he doesn't try to do anything stupid to him.
I feel like in the Shaw Brother movie.
That will take us to Evelyn.
I would like to take Gary's knife.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
That's my knife.
You got this knife.
Call this Gary's knife.
Oh.
Am I still able to try to attack, or is taking the knife my whole action?
Taking the knife is your whole action.
Alrighty, no problem.
Cultist number 1 is prone, but still standing, so he is going to get to his feet. He's going to try to slice Miles. He seems to be like moaning something, but he has no tongue, so he can't actually enunciate anything.
So we cannot cast any spells.
I mean,
Hopefully.
hopefully.
Okay. All right, Miles, you can fight back if you like.
Welcome back.
Right.
Are we dead yet?
No, he tried to take a swing at you, but
Yes.
missed. As he gets to his feet, you can click the fighting back if you would like.
Working hard on being dead.
Don't do that. I don't recommend it. It sounds like a terrible idea.
1 star. Would not recommend.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, you both missed. There's a knife fight going on there. Cultist number 2 is dead or dying. Cultist number 3 now has Eugene to stab.
Yep.
Ooh, a hard success.
I need to beat that, eh?
You need to get hard success or better.
Okay. Gonna hope. Hard success.
Right. So yes, so I say the ties go to the players, so you will get to do your damage.
Lucky because he was like Bruce Lee's brother or something.
Oh wait, this guy is good at what he's doing, but please don't. Please stop being good.
No, Brad.
Not quite enough to drop him. Gary is still unconscious.
Can I roll to bleed?
You're not dying, so there is that going for you. You're not actually bleeding out yet.
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 Gary's trying to sample a hospital on every continent.
Yep. Take us
My
to
bucket
Miles.
list.
It's a terrible bucket list.
I know, right?
What's the bucket list? To like be in a hospital on every continent?
Yep.
Well, we all have to have dreams. I miss. I cannot spend enough luck to do that. God damn it.
Talk about dark tourism.
Takes us to Eugene.
I'm gonna try to get him to stop being Bruce Leeing around.
Bruce Leeing.
Yep.
77 is 46 is a hit.
4.
Still on his feet.
Told you it was Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing my best.
Yeah.
No, I mean, you're way better than I was.
It takes us to Evelyn.
Oh dear.
You have a knife. There's a wounded
Yep.
guy over by Miles, and there's a guy that's being pummeled by Eugene.
How does the guy by Miles look?
He's got like a gash in his arm. He's bleeding fairly heavily.
How does Eugene or Miles look?
Miles looks fine.
Okay. In that case, I will help defend Gary.
Okay.
Is it the purple guys? Okay.
Oh yeah, I need to target the right one. I was not targeting the right one.
So just mouse over and target.
Yep, I didn't realize because I clicked on it, but that's the T.
I will try to attack whichever number that is. I can't tell because everybody's names are all piled on top of each other. What am I clicking to
So
do this?
on your combat tab,
Okay.
click the knife large.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay. He is outnumbered because it's both you and Eugene on him. And then click on the Foundry chat where it says Fighting Brawl.
No. Not surprising. Evelyn is not built for knife fighting.
You can spend 2 luck to pass if you like.
Oh, did I only miss it by 2?
You missed by 2.
Oh. I will spend 2 luck.
There you go.
Do I click roll damage, or
Yep.
do you have to do something
Nope.
first? Okay. Ooh. Apparently Evelyn is built for knife fighting. Never mind.
With just a little luck, everything's fine.
Yeah. Evelyn like picks up Gary's knife. Kind of like steps forward and then like plunges it into his face. Not Gary's face, the cultist face.
Say Gary's
That would be
gotta
quite a
have
twist.
time.
Yeah, I was your favorite.
You are. That's why I'm defending you.
The badly wounded cultist with Miles, even though he sees his friends go down, he does not back down. He like throws himself at Miles in like a rabid frenzy. You can hit fighting back if you like. Oh, 36 is a hit. Oof. And that is enough to drop that cultist. Oh, he is still conscious as he dies. There's like a gurgling sound. His eyes just staring up at Miles. Blinks once. And twice. But does not blink a third time.
Watching Evelyn do that makes me picture her. If we all survive this, her life story after this is like Pam from Archer. Will be going underground fighting, only it's just going to be underground knife fighting.
And the people in the streets, like they move out of the way and they like, but nobody seems overly surprised by this sudden outburst of violence. They have a sort of like I'm not getting involved. I'm just going to go over here, go about my business. Whatever is between these individuals is their particular issue.
Have all of them dropped, or are we still?
They have all dropped.
Oh. Gary and Evelyn will drop to her knees to try to stop the bleeding.
Time for some medicine.
Chris, I
Yeah,
would
my
like to do a
first aid
spot.
is much better than my medicine.
I'm not too bad at medicine. I'm gonna try to help Gary.
Okay.
You were saying, Milo.
Yep. Miles, you were going to take a look around?
Yeah, I'm specifically looking for anybody that might have been a pointer or a lookout who might have just run away.
Okay. Give me a spot hidden roll.
Is it first aid or medicine in this case?
This case is medicine. No, sorry. Actually, this case is first aid. First aid, first aid, medicine.
I was going to say, can I do first aid first and then him do medicine?
Yeah. Well, medicine will take an hour. First aid is like fairly quick. So basically, Gary's not dying because his hit points aren't at 0. But he has taken a major wound. So you can do first aid. Basically, both of you can roll first aid, and you take whoever's roll is the best.
Okay.
I either got a hard or an extreme. I think it's an extreme.
That's an extreme.
I'm a bit better at medicine than first aid, so if you want to do the first aid too.
Yep. So yes, Evelyn, you can roll first aid as well.
Yep, I was just updating my
Okay.
notes that when I call someone my favorite, it seems to be a
You get stabbed
target.
afterward.
I'm happy not being your favorite. Then.
I bet you are. I'm only
still saying that the
7.
computer's cheating.
I know, right? I'm only 7 off with that, so I'm going to spend the luck.
Okay.
I fill the role for medicine, but first aid you're better than me.
All right. So first aid does give 1 hit point back. And it does bring Gary to consciousness.
What happened?
You got him.
You got slashed quite badly. Don't move around a lot. I just barely got the bleeding stopped.
Is my face
Just-
okay?
Your
Yep, the face is fine.
face is fine. He got you in the chest. And then I
Okay.
got him in the face as retaliation.
Please don't tell me that this is reminding you of your bar mitzvah.
Well, he's gonna have a pretty scar to show the ladies.
Can
And
we stop giving Gary scars?
I'd like that.
Yeah, I think he has enough now. Like, good.
Yeah.
We can stop now.
Miles, as you look around, you don't see anybody like moving away. Like people have moved away from where the actual incident happened, but they're still kind of going about their business. You don't see anybody like moving away from the scene or running from the scene or anything like that.
I offer money to a bystander to buy a crutch.
Okay.
Let's go to the bar.
Let's see if we can find out who these people were. Miles, do their weapons? Did you grab one? Do they have anything odd on them?
The first thing I did was look out to see if there were any lookouts, runners possibly watching to report anything, and I didn't spot anybody. So I haven't had a chance to check.
Good. Okay. If you could,
Good news
please.
is I think they were alone. I don't think they had any scouts watching ahead to report back to some big boss.
I hope so.
But yeah,
They don't look.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
They don't look like the knives that Yin's. Was it Yin? The woman cultist that we ran into. I don't know if you were with me or if Salvador was, though.
No, these are very clearly sickles.
I don't remember us ever running into anyone who had sickles.
Did you check on them for any symbols or anything?
Well, they all did have some special weapons that was kind of quirky.
Yes. But this is the first we've seen sickles being used.
And in Australia, it was the first time we seen puncture vampire bats bat.
That's
And in Kenya, it was the first time that we saw sickle knife, short sword, hook thingy.
I think it's surprising just because they've been to Shanghai before, so they expect to know the cult around here.
Did we see those in Kenya?
Not like
No.
that. It was more like a hooked sword.
Oh. Oh, the scimitars. Sort of. I know far more about knives now than I ever expected to.
Yeah, that's gonna make an interesting conversation at the coffee club. Like, yeah, this is such and such knife. Where did you learn about that? That's a long story.
Spiritualism. I never did get into the coffee thing. Spiritualist afternoons spent doing seances, on the other hand. That was more my thing. Tarot readings.
So I'll stumble until we go to the stumbling tiger.
I'm willing to patch you up better than that, but you should be all right for a
Yeah,
while.
if there is a body there, I'm going to examine it and see what it has, see what she had. Maybe take a souvenir sickle.
Okay.
I would be disappointed if you did it.
Well, every hunter needs a trophy.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So yes, as you look, I mean, there are the three bodies here, and like nobody kind of like stops you. As a matter of fact, some of them probably look like they're waiting for you to leave so they can take whatever might be on the body.
Is it just me, or is this a little odd?
This city was bubbling and dangerous. So
It was pretty tumultuous the last time we were here, yes. But this seems worse. Much
you
worse.
told me you saw a guy get shot when you got out of the boat, and nobody batted an eye.
That is true. Yes, we did. I wasn't expecting it to still be that bad, I guess.
I get it. Have you find any symbols or anything on them, Miles?
Sorry, did I need to do like a spot hidden or something?
No, as you're kind of searching over, I mean, they all have sickles. None of them have like pistols or anything like that. None of them have ID, which is not surprising. They are different ethnicities. Like one of them is Chinese, one of them is Caucasian, one of them looks like them might be like maybe Middle Eastern. And they all have the same tattoo on their inner upper arm.
Ooh, and what might that?
I will post it to the Discord.
I don't speak Chinese, so
I'm gonna copy that so I can have
We
it
can
checked.
ask at the bar. Strange.
So next time I try decide to be obvious, you tell me to fuck off.
I mean, next time we decide to be obvious, we better get our gun in our hand first.
Oh, that was
Painful.
not. Here's your knife, by the way. I
How?
even used your knife to stab him.
It's
I thought you'd appreciate it.
yeah, but it's still. I mean, my pride is kind of hurt.
No, it's not your pride; it's your stomach.
I, I, you're still my favorite. Thank you for getting in front of me.
I
I
mean,
do appreciate it. It's very gentlemanly of you.
yeah, we're stupid too. But I mean,
Um,
in good conscience, I could not. Well, you know.
I appreciate it.
But
And to be fair, anytime someone has attempted to act gentlemanly, it always seems to go very poorly. So,
maybe you should try to fight for equality.
say I used to fight with a cane every now and then.
But yeah, let's go to the bar. I want to drink some disinfectant.
Yes, and maybe Eugene can take a look, and
Yeah,
maybe Ferguson will have some bandages behind the bar or something that he can wrap you up with.
I need to
Or a
watch
strange old man that's gonna sue me up, and I'm gonna be able to talk about it at my
bar mitzvah.
no, not the family meeting, but yeah.
I'm gonna wash my hand and find something to disinfect that, but we can fix you up.
Mm.
I'm gonna grab a piece of cloth on one of the cultists and wash my hand with it first,
Okay.
so I don't walk around with bloody knuckles through the street.
With a mauler embedded in one.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, two of the cultists' clothes are pretty bloody because they both got like stabbed. But the one that you basically pummeled into unconsciousness, and he is not all bloody, so you can get some clean clothes off of him.
just wash
I
my
will
hands.
help brace Gary.
Right.
Help him as he makes his way to the bar.
Okay. So yeah, so you guys have been to the Stumbling Tiger before. You guys know the place. It is the same single room, one separate toilet, dirty, dingy, reeking of like decades of like cigarette smoke and spittoon and this like heavy damp moldering quality.
We might be better just getting some vodka to splash on Gary here. I forgot just how dirty this place is.
Yeah, I'll see if they have something with a high enough proof that it's gonna be
Dirt builds
disinfecting.
character.
Dirt builds infection, Miles.
Which builds
Dirt
character.
builds infection.
Which builds character.
I don't think that works in cities.
Come on, it'll improve
I
his
mean,
gumption.
his
I haven't said
gumption.
gumption yet with this character yet. I should see the gumption.
I think Gary has plenty of gumption. I don't
Do
think
I
he's
now?
lacking.
S-
I mean,
say
think
I
you
while
left.
pale.
I think you left a little bit of gumption back on the street, but you know, you still have plenty. I hope.
So yeah, Fergus is at the bar, of course, kind of absently polishing a glass. Kind of like motions with his eyes more than anything over towards like a corner, like a table in like the darkest corner of the dingy bar.
Let's go. I mean,
Do you happen to have a first aid kit?
He kind of looks, kind of reaches under the bar, picks up like a bottle of like bathtub gin,
Thanks.
a needle and thread.
Should do.
Oh,
At least I at least need to get the wound disinfected.
mm. Mm-hmm.
We can get the rest sorted out at a proper facility, but for now, just making sure that he's all right.
I will take a look around the bar and see if anyone is looking at us funny.
Make a spot hidden.
Ooh, I'll do that too.
Perfect.
That's weird. It didn't roll. Yeah, it'll. Sorry, I'm apparently fighting with my character sheet.
Not rolling for you. You might have to hit.
No, it's acting as though I'm going to edit where it says spot hidden. Like I'm going to change the name. It's giving me a cursor instead of. Yeah, just a sec. I'm going to refresh.
Oh wait, got it. It's because the sheet was unlocked. Because I added a knife onto your sheet.
Okay.
Technically, you have one of those knives.
I
I
do
don't know if you have it
now.
on you.
Well,
but-
no, I don't have a knife now. I borrowed Gary's and then I gave it back to him.
Yeah, it's just that I remember when those were made, they were enough for there were 5 made. Probably one in your
Oh.
package, but it exists. There's one for you.
Gotcha. No, I see nothing. I'm too busy worrying about my brave hero.
But in the dark corner, there is Captain Taro is there. He's got like a bottle on the table. He's got
mild reader glasses.
6 glasses. Have a seat. We'll pour a drink for each of you. He notices that Alvin's not with you. Alvin's probably at the hotel still.
Probably.
He did something bad.
Looks like ran into some trouble.
Yeah.
City is just as exciting as it's always been. Unfortunately.
You
Just
know about sickles?
Hofang's people.
That was my guess, but
Who's that guy?
He's the one that we were opposing the last time we were here.
Oh,
He works with Penhue.
No, him and Lin Yu don't really get along that well.
Right. But Lin doesn't get along with Penhue either.
Lin doesn't get along with a lot of people.
Yeah. But Ho Fang and Penhue were working together.
Yes.
Yes.
Hofang is a businessman. Sorry, I misheard. Hofang is a businessman, and he's responsible for more than I originally anticipated.
How so?
I went with Jack to to rescue Choi Mei Ling, and
Right.
there's some things that you're just not meant to experience.
Oh, Captain. If only you knew.
I think you have a better idea than most about those things.
I think Ho Fang is some sort of religious nut job.
Do you know
Well, that
anyone in
answers one
the King's Rifles, man?
Oh, I know some people. We've worked together on some things.
They've helped us deal with a cult similar to this one before.
Gotcha.
A cult that might be linked to Ofeng or at least a cult close by.
I've heard there was things that we saw in that mansion that were fairly disturbing.
And how do you feel about more disturbing stuff?
I think that whatever Ho Fang is up to needs to be stopped.
Yes.
That's what we think.
Yes, it does.
We know that sending a lot against it usually doesn't bode well, but just us alone is also not enough.
The things that he did to that girl, I can't unsee that.
I assume you don't have a happy ending for us, huh?
Who's filing something?
Sorry. I'm okay. Just a little anxious. I wasn't expecting to see you bleeding out on the streets today.
Oh, I mean, neither did I.
No, Jack and I managed to get her out, but let's just leave it at that.
Might be better.
I lost 5 people in one room in his mansion. They just disappeared. They looked up at the ceiling, and then they were gone.
Oh. That's different.
I mean, in the underground tunnel in Australia, there was something above us. If it
Didn't
has got to us, I don't think we would all be there.
didn't Egypt too had like those weird tunnels things?
Yeah. Lots of incomprehensible bullshit.
So I'm not sure what Ho Fang is up to. I know him and that English gentleman they've been making frequent trips out on the ship on the Dark Mistress.
Do you know about Grey Dragon Island?
Yeah, Jack told me about it. Believed it was some sort of secret operation that the government was doing. He was getting some folks together to try to do a raid on it, but Mm,
We saw the Dark Mistress in Grey Dragon Island.
So I don't know what they're up to, but not sure. I want to know, but I don't doubt it needs to be stopped.
Yeah, we need to stop what they're doing because they've been doing it with other people across the world. Lots of the other operation have been stopped, but this one needs to be stopped too. But it takes a great toll on us every time. I mean, we're a stranger in strange land. We don't know anyone here anymore.
Well,
A Jewish man in Shanghai.
yeah. Well, most everybody has gone to ground, afraid that if they pop their heads up, Ho Fang is going to cut it off. So I've been keeping my head low. Jack and his missus have left the country, made sure they got out. I don't know what's happened to Firm Action. I don't know if they're still a thing. I don't think they are. I think Ho Fang has managed to eliminate their leadership.
We have something we need to do on that island. And we're going to need people with us. People who can follow directions.
Well, I've got people and I've got a ship.
That
What
is
would it take to ensure your cooperation?
If we're gonna go stop Ho Fang, I've got a ship and I've got men.
Do you think you could convince those men to follow through on something strange so that we can stop whatever they're trying to conjure up there?
Some chanting.
Yeah. We'll need to physically stop the people over there, but we're going to need a couple of help with just making sure that they cannot conjure whatever bullshit they did in like the thing you saw in the manor, but 10,000 times worse.
Oh, my men will follow my orders.
Good. We've been scouting the place. We can give you a bit of an idea of what we saw so we can try to plan a plan of approach.
Do you know what they have for men? Do you know what they have for armament? Do they have ships? Do they have patrols?
We saw 2 ships. We saw one guard tower that oversee the entrance to the atoll. We have an approximate idea of the amount of people, considering the
There were small patrols, I think.
yep. We're not sure about their armament though.
they will have those. I imagine they'll have sickles and they'll be part of
Rifles,
the
probably.
same. Maybe they'll be part of the same religious cult that Ho Fang is part of. And I wouldn't eliminate the possibility of disappearing people.
What do you know about fish people?
Fish people?
Yeah, I think they have some. It's fairly It's kind of fair to assume that they have creatures within their ranks.
Creatures.
Yeah,
Eh,
by that I don't want to say monsters because it sounds kind of superstitious, but it is blasphemous creatures.
Let's say that we should pack more firepower than we think we need.
And then quite a little bit on top of it.
Mm. Yes, I would agree.
And
Oh.
maybe a doctor.
Speaking of, I assume while you're talking, Eugene, you're patching up Gary.
Yep, that was my
Hey,
my call.
you can give a medicine roll.
Oh damn. Can buy that back with luck.
You could push it. The
What could be
downside, the downside to pushing is that if you fail it, that wound will be infected.
I will die.
Oh, I
Builds character, gumption. I keep telling you. Stiff up a lip.
need to bring him to the
That is so
doctor.
British of you. Build a bit of character, my boy.
I'll need to bring you at the hospital, whatever happens.
Well, that's gonna be that's gonna be an afternoon trip.
Yep.
Right. Well, what's your? Do you have a plan for? Do you have a plan for Salt? I mean, if they're watching the entranceway, that's going to be a problem if they have any way of dealing with intruders.
There's a smaller pack that we could take that would only allow for a smaller boat that is less watched.
Smaller,
Well,
smaller moat means less people.
Yep.
we should have a map and show you where things are installed, as we have seen.
Chris, when I casted that spell to bring us here from Australia, what was it successful? Probably because of my familiarity, limited as it was with Shanghai.
Yes.
Okay, so actually trying to do a gate to the island would be possibly problematic.
Yes. I mean, you've been to the island. I mean, or close to the island. So if you believe in yourself hard enough, it is probably possible.
Oh, sweet.
Miles is rolling like it's Miles time tonight.
It's a Miles night.
Yeah, I kill us all with a gate spell. That's how this campaign is.
I mean, I almost killed us all with a pointed of a finger. Stiff upper lips, my friend.
Yes, indeed.
But yes, basically, you don't need to have gone to a place to cascade. You need to know where the place is. The more accurately you know where the place is, the better.
Well, that much we know at least. Well, at least we know where the island is. Where specifically to go on the island is a matter entirely.
Yep.
Sorry, who wants to cast what?
We're discussing how best to approach the island, and I suggested in a worst case scenario I could try that same spell that allowed me to bring us all here.
It might be better used to get us all away.
Just bear in mind, casting
It's
a gate.
long.
Yeah, it is 1 hour per point of power.
Hmm.
And from Shanghai to the island is going to be 10 power, so 10 hours to cast.
Is there a limit to how many people, or I can't remember? Is it literally just a door and people can walk through?
It's a permanent gate between those two places.
It's a gate. Well, my current power is 40, so
We should. Nah.
Hmm.
I mean, we managed to
Should
approach
what?
the island quite close as by closing the light on the boat and going dark. So we might be able to sneak in.
Going by night or as close as.
Yep.
Hmm.
So the point at number 1 is a watchtower that oversee the entrance to the atoll. We saw a bit of movement there, a couple of guards. They had a small-ish encampment at number 2 where they kept most of their people. We could see a bit of light, and we have it gives us an estimation of the number of people they have there because we know how much place they have. Almost
Yeah, but is it not like a live volcano or something?
Yes, it is.
Yep,
So there might have tunnels and caverns.
yep, definitely. But their main encampment seems to be at number 2, and the access to go up the mountain was at number 4. If I remember well, the number 3 was the strange things in the water.
Yep. On this particular map, there's the smaller map of the way into the island, the atoll. Number 4 is a pier. That's where the Dark Mistress was birthed. Number 2 is the village that I believe Evelyn spotted.
Yep.
Number 1 is the watchtower, which directly looks out towards the entryway to the atoll. Number 3 is where you saw the fish people, the deep ones, and number 5 is the volcano itself.
The volcano is probably, well, it would be the highest point on the island. And that's probably where we're going to need to cast.
Yep. And we also need to stop whatever they're doing there. If we wanted to avoid
Yes.
it. And we should try to put the symbol at the place where the volcano is not going to destroy it. So somewhere along the ridge.
Miles,
yes.
you said something about the arms of the people from the street.
They have
Sorry,
tattoos.
I just remembered.
Yes, they have tattoos of some kind, but I don't read Chinese.
Oh, yeah.
Captain Taro, is there any chance you could translate this, or if you recognize it?
Yeah, he takes a look. This is I've seen these symbols. These symbols were in Ho Fang's place in what I assume to be a shrine to some horrifyingly unnatural being. It says the bloated woman.
Oh,
The statue that he had was this immense, obviously female,
Bloated woman.
bloated woman with tentacles,
Oh,
dressed in traditional Chinese clothing, and believe that he sacrificed people to her.
can't wait to meet her
That's-
parents.
That sounds like the sort of thing that would have happened. Yes.
How many people do you have at your disposal?
I have the Japanese word is shotai. It is what you would refer to as the platoon.
And since Gary has no idea in the military how a platoon is represented, can Miles?
How many people would that be, though, Captain?
Sorry, yes.
What's a platoon?
It's a military unit or force of a certain size. I don't remember the exact number.
A platoon would be 4 sections, 13 men each, and their officers. So 54 men altogether.
Oh, that is not bad.
They're part of our warship crews. They are trained in infantry combat. Each section is armed with rifles, machine gun. Officers carry sidearms.
I assume it would be unofficial because it's no, it's international water, that island.
It is.
So whatever happens there happens there.
What happened in Jersey stays in Jersey.
Sounds like a terrible place.
Sorry, did you say this island is in international water?
It is. It's like about 700 miles off the coast of Shanghai. It's like when you guys went out by steamer, it took you like a day and a half to get there. Sorry, it is 300 miles southeast of Shanghai. The entire vicinity around it is labeled as treacherous waters. No country has lays claim to it. Technically, the British and the Japanese, they're only the British and Japanese refer to it as an atoll. Everybody else calls it an island.
I'll start calling it an atoll because of the natural reef barrier around it.
Yep.
I didn't know there was a official stance on that.
But so yes, I have a ship and the ship's complement of crew. But our gunboat will not go through those smaller entryways. Not easily, anyway.
Maybe we could try to organize an operation to neutralize the guard tower and then get your gunboat in?
Certainly.
Arrive with a smaller force, neutralize the guard tower, and then get the gunboat in. Probably be the safest way. Do you probably plan on being interrupted in a way or another?
Oh, our boat is not going to be stealthy or subtle. They'll
Yeah.
see us coming when we come in to drop off men.
Yep.
That won't be a discreet operation.
Yep.
Do you think it's worth it to try to go neutralize the guard tower first?
Depends on whether or not they have any weapons capable of dealing with the gunship.
Well, they did have guns, but gunships like sounds bigger than whatever they can muster. It's just that the more that they see us come in, the more bullshit they're gonna start working on.
And we have no idea what they might be able to pull out of the ocean.
That sounds ominous.
Well, you did say she had tentacles.
Yes, I did.
So the closer we get to
Yes.
there, the less time we give them to conjure up a storm, the better.
Well, when you are ready, let me know, and we will be there to back you up.
Well, right now, we need to get Gary fixed up. I'd like to get this done as soon as possible. The less time we give them, the better. But if we can do this a day or two, maybe 2 days before was it the full moon or the new moon?
It was the full moon, I'm pretty sure.
Full moon, so we can seal it up in the same visit. That'd be great. But like giving us 2 days to clear up the island doesn't seem excessive.
Well, if you're looking for the full moon, you have, but just over 2 weeks.
It's either that or we go like in a few days and we come back in 2 weeks.
Yeah, but if we should do all in one because we don't know if there's like spare cultists that can revamp the operation while we're away because we thought we cleaned them, we cleansed them.
Yeah, that could be like them getting support would be a problem. The fact we got attacked in town also mean that we gotta lay low and make sure we hide a bit.
It means Hofang's aware you're here.
Yeah, from what I heard, he didn't notice us much last time we were, but this time around, not so lucky.
So
we had to
yes,
change accommodation because they had spotted the first place.
I mean it's possible he sent cultists just to test your metal, as it were, as your friend would say.
My gumption.
Test your gumption.
Gumption, yes.
So if the cultists prove to be inadequate, I would anticipate.
Flying monsters.
I'm not sure what he's capable of, but
Yeah, wasn't it here that an hotel was lost in that way?
yes, it was.
Yeah, we better put up the wall.
Mm. Quite.
So if you think you can get a small force to take out the watchtower to stop them from attacking their gunboat, we can come in. We can land an assault force. And we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Right.
We might want to get a secondary boat to go by the little opening, get to the tower. Take a few people with us and try to storm that tower so the gunboat can get in.
Oh, we have small assault craft on board the gunship.
Oh, that'd be perfect.
I mean, depends on how good you are at rowing, but
Can do it for a while.
Not at all.
we do have an experimental small motorized vessel.
That would probably be good for a backup.
It would be faster, more maneuverable. Could take less people. We have both on board, so.
Oh, good.
Sounds good. The ritual for the Eye of Light and Darkness. It was the full moon. We're not mistaken.
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
So we have 2 weeks.
A bit less than 2 weeks, and we probably want to do that to not be too short. Like, so we have a full day to do the operation, and we can do the thing on the next day.
I mean, we can clear out the island whenever. They can clear out the island whenever.
Oh, the point is, like Gary said, or was it Miles? They can get reinforcement. So if we clear it and do the ritual, even if they send reinforcement, it won't help. It's going to be sealed.
Right. The main thing, we'll need people who can follow and repeat a chant.
My men will follow orders.
I may need to work with you then and write it out phonetically so they can say what they need to say, even if they have no idea what it means.
Understood.
You say that, but until you see it in action, it's understood in theory. Things are going to get strange. We've done this before. And one of the times a things started fighting back. It was sorry, I'm scrolling back. I have to get back all the way to Kenya. There were ants that were between 6 and 8 inches long. There was something 8 feet tall with tentacles. I'm still not entirely sure specifically what it was. There were things in the darkness that we couldn't see, but that could definitely see us and could strike at us. So you may think that you're prepared, but it will be much like what you encountered at Hofang's.
You're starting to make me regret this agreement.
If it's any consolation, we've done this. This will be the 4th time I've done this.
And if it can be helpful, we regret it too.
Okay.
But it needs to be done.
And
To
I'd rather
stop.
you know what you're dealing with than have
Oh,
a surprise over
absolutely.
there. I don't want to trick you into anything, but this needs to be done, and we need the help. But it has been done 3 times before, so it's doable. We can do this. All that bullshit before, we went through it.
Right.
We lost people, but we did it.
All right. Well, I'll go and start making. I mean, it's going to take me a while to get the paperwork and everything in place so that the Japanese Navy does not say, "Hey, why is one of our ships missing?"
Yeah.
So, leave a message with Ferguson here when you're ready. Keep your heads down.
Trying.
Yep. We'll move again.
so
Try to hide and get our protection up.
Okay.
We'll need to get Gary fixed first.
Yes.
And he'll get up and he'll leave. He'll kind of nod to Fergus on his way out. You do notice as he goes, some of those people that some of the people in the bar, they turn. They don't necessarily. They're not following him. They're definitely with him.
Yeah.
And he will leave you guys to yourselves.
Yeah, I'll need the doctor to take a look at this because I'm not sure everything.
Yes.
And this place is so dirty that I fear doing more.
I know.
But if an old Chinese man screw you back up, you're gonna be fine.
But yes, you guys. I mean, unless you have anything else to do, you guys can get Gary to a hospital.
Yep. It's gonna be hospital.
Okay.
I
making
would
sure
vote for it.
Yep, hospital, making sure that we're not followed, and we'll probably need to move operation again. Try to stay hidden, and yeah.
All right. So people can give me spot hidden rolls.
It's a reverse again. Miles is the only one who didn't get it this time.
Yes, Eugene and Evelyn and Gary, you guys like heads on swivels as you make your way out. No sign at all that you're being followed.
Good. Good.
And you guys can give me a group luck roll. So whoever has the lowest luck gets to make a roll.
That's probably me now that I spent a ton, but I will check. Yeah, 14.
Holy crap.
I spent a
Yeah, I would
lot in that
say.
knife fight.
I'll say.
Come on, who's got lower than 14? Come on.
I got 44.
No, that's you.
All right, here we go, Miles. Oh, look at that.
Ah, screw you, fate
Wow.
and karma.
Luck is with you.
Incidentally, that luck roll was to see whether or not the hotel that you find is safe or not.
Holy. Great.
But yes, you guys can get Gary to a hotel without being followed, and you can find yourselves a new place to stay.
And get Alvin with us.
And Alvin, pick up everything. Meet us here. Perfect. All right. So the way healing works, basically, I'm going to assume that you guys are just kind of keeping a very low profile while Gary heals.
Oh, yes.
So the end of the week, Gary can make a Constitution roll with a bonus die.
Okay. So, are we waiting for a week?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we have to wait for the new moon. Or the full moon. One or the other.
So on a success, you regain 1d3 hit points. So that'll be 2 hit points at the end of the week. Which brings you up, I think. And the current hit points have recovered to half or more. The major wound is healed. And at that point, you heal 1 point a night. So basically, after a week, after 12 days, Gary is fully recovered.
As good as new.
He says, proclaiming loudly and gesturing, and all his stitches pop.
That basically gives you 4 days till the new moon.
So let's point at random people in the streets.
Let's not pick a fight. What about not picking a fight?
That was kind of a joke. So
yeah,
yeah.
I know.
So I think we'll call it there. It sounds like next session will be the actual going to Grey Dragon Island, which means everybody will have a chance to recover luck before we get there.
I mean, I even managed to not read a book while we were waiting for a week and a half.
So yes, everybody.
What?
Everybody can roll to recover luck. Oh, everybody got some luck.
Oh.
It was a
Holy
lucky
eights.
day.
10. Oh, your dice feel really bad about gutting you tonight.
Just Alvin that's not there. Don't get logged.
It's my gumption.
That's right, gumption. Good old Jewish British gumption.
All right. So
in the
oh,
sorry.
go ahead.
I was gonna say in the game that Chris is writing right now, he needs to add a gumption stat.
No. No.
As part of gumption, we're going to drink shots of Worcester sauce.
I saw a game that adds that like gumption
Nasty.
and the skin of your boots and like all the stats were terrible and uninformative, and I loved it.
I just searched the dictionary to know what does that mean. Shrewd or spirited initiative and resourcefulness. So yeah.
Perfect.
There's definitely nothing in it about defense or protection.
Full of courage and determination.
There you go.
And occasionally common
There you go.
sense.
There you go.
Occasionally
Who needs
in life.
alcohol in this prohibition when you have Worcestershire sauce?
All right. So we'll pick this up next week. Hopefully, we'll have everybody here for what could potentially be the finale.
Countdown.
Everybody is fully healed. You have 4 days to the full moon. It's going to take you a day and a half to get there by boat. So if you want to do the ritual, time is kind of important at this point.
Yep. Let's not wait a month more than we need.
Yeah, that's just it. If you wait another month to do the ritual, you're getting dangerously close to when everything is supposed to happen.
Yeah.
But in theory, we'll have stopped all the cults and everything by then, so it won't matter.
If
I mean,
if things go badly at this
Well,
full
thank you guys.
moon, we can try again.
Yep.
If we can find people.
All right. So we'll see everybody. We'll see everybody next week, hopefully, and we'll see the majority of you tomorrow for Forbidden Lands.
Yeah.
Yay!
Hopefully my dice will be a little kinder by then.
Maybe we'll see.
Maybe.
I'll throw some skeletons and some beer bandits at you guys, and it'll be fun.
Oh, fuck
and-
off.
And squirrels.
And squirrels.
If we
God
manage to actually keep the world alive, maybe our character can be in the background of a future Delta Green game.
There you go. All right.
So yeah, it was a fun one. Have a great one, guys.
Perfect. Have a good night, guys.
Right. Have a good
Stay
night.
safe,
Take care,
guys.
everybody.